folks, it's Morgoth the Barbarian here. Welcome to the 21st episode of our Railroad Tycoon 2 Let's Play.
Son of a bitch!
And we are getting very close to the end here, as we are now approaching the 21st century mark here. Well, I guess in that case, we're going to have to do what we can here to get as much money as we can. An update on how that's going. We got 503 million in our account. Our company is worth $1 billion here, so if my math is correct, it's nearly 1.6 billion. That's a pretty good score, all things considered. I suppose if we can get close to what we did in Europe, that'd be great, but we'll see what happens here. So anyways, we'll try to lay some more track, keep tabs on anything new that's coming up, because we're getting buildings up the wazoo here. You can see another aluminum plant outside of Pittsburgh that is yet to be exploited by us, LOL. So we'll see what we can do here. As I'm looking around, I see one opportunity here, and we'll go from there. You know what buttons to hit. And at this point, I would say stay tuned to see if anything else pops up on the channel. Because we're getting to the end of this series, and who knows what else we might do. I might just go crazy. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, nobody heard that. Anyways. Yeah, just stay tuned to the space. I know uploads have been kind of meh. Assuming meh. But we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, we're just going to keep doing how we have been doing it. Go after things we haven't really gone after. And go from there. Let's see. I could fill that with the ones in Pittsburgh and Milwaukee? Oh, Chicago for sure. Uh-oh. And that was the other thing that happened, too. We were getting recession issues. Plus, we've introduced a whole bunch of fast trains here. So there's that. Hold up. Have I been using the right one? No, we're still using the E111. So train-wise, we're using the E111 if we have electric. Eurostar's only the fancy long passenger routes. AMD for flatland. 232 for everything else at this point. But it's good to see we're finally getting some variability here. I can't see if Akron actually has something or if it's in Detroit. It's Cincinnati that I want. Okay, that'll work. Thank you. Preferably electric train were preferable, so. If I can't see what it is, I'm using automatically deferring to the 232. All right. So we'll do another one from Chicago. That's about as far as I'm willing to go. We'll do one more for Toronto. They kind of need goods, so this will work. Toronto, Pittsburgh, Detroit, that'll work. It gets very difficult to keep track of everything with all this new development. For a split second, I thought there was an auto plant outside of Pittsburgh, but then I'm looking again. I'm like, no, there's not. Try again. It's Detroit. Oh, okay. We have a brand new steam train, and it's pretty fast. Meanwhile, we did lose our iron plant over here. I'm curious to know what it is. But I guess we'll find out sooner than later. Is there any more iron we can throw in here? Oh, there's plenty. We got plenty of sources, so I think we're going to go after this one. Long lack adjunct. Alright. I want to do the one that's in Detroit, because that one feels like it needs help. So, the steel plant I'm choosing, I always like to find ones that aren't being used. Peoria looks like it's fine. Alright. Let's see. And yeah, we'll bring it back to Chicago. And then the coal plant we need will be Columbus Junction? Yeah, let's do Columbus Junction. I haven't checked in there in a while. And then we will go to... How about Nashville? Yeah, let's go to Nashville on this one. And nearby Lexington should be a good... No! I just looked at that one and I'm like, nope. Cincinnati. Alright. We, of course, need tires, but where to? This is always the problem, is where do we get our rubber from? Looks like Chicago's our destination here. We do Chicago... Oh man, Chicago, I don't even know where to send it to. Des Moines? Yeah, Des Moines. Chicago, Des Moines, and Detroit. I see we have excess goods, so I'll throw in some goods to the deal too. Even though they didn't ask for it. I think that's because we have a tool and die facility here, but the problem is because we're sending steel here. I forget about this often. I don't know why. Alright. Holy moly. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, the economy's going down off a cliff, and so are we. Hopefully this does not hit at the end of the game. That would be extremely inconvenient if it did. We just got a ton of traffic over here. Chicago and Milwaukee have apparently bled into each other. Oh, that is wonderful. They've bled into each other, so that the freaking game is going ballistic here. And now we're about to add one more to the mix because I'm insane. No, that's not what I wanted. There it is. Now you can head over there. Unless Chicago has a granary. Oh, it does. All right. Isn't part of the itinerary, but so be it. Yeah, I mean, Chicago's such a busy station that we can't really do anything about all of this. Look at all this. This is just a disaster. We've got trains blowing horns at everybody. It's just a mess. I mean, the buildings are... cities are clearly bleeding into each other, which is hilarious. I mean, this is just madness at every sense of the word. Actually, this steam engine is a little bit faster as I'm looking. Oh, the maintenance cost is a lot higher. And we run into issues with that. Let's keep the maintenance down. We have the Brenner. Is it better than the Eurostar? Not really. Nice little electric train, though. It'll replace the E111, I think. I would say no, only because it costs $1.25 million. And that feels like a ripoff. We'll stay with the E111 as long as we can. The issue is going to be when we can't use it anymore. I suppose if we really wanted to, by the way, with the whole Chicago is insane thing, I could upgrade this station. Actually, I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think that's not such a bad idea now that I'm thinking about it. This is just absolute madness right here. Actually, now we don't need this station anymore, but that's besides the point. Oh, we could have done that. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. Glad to see the economy is back on track, so there's that. Where's third of the laser demand at its best? We've already got a train going over there. Des Moines could use some. All right. I screwed up. Okay. Whoopsies! I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Good. Get those train robbers. Get them out of here. There we go. We'll create a new route here, like another new backdoor route. All right, we'll finish this off. Okay. Okay, well, at least the economy is getting better, so should help with our profit. Q. Keep dividend there. Okay. We'll take that. There's just too much to do. I'm gonna be honest, I'm starting to get at the point now where there's like so much going on that it's turning virtually impossible to keep track of at this point. So if we miss something, so be it. I will do my best, but good luck. Yeah, right. Okay, and they're still not up to speed just yet. The fertilizer plant that it was there going to has now disappeared. Oh, that's just great. So this now needs a new home, and I guess the plant in Minneapolis, St. Paul will have to be where it goes now. It'll still go to Des Moines, but yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Alright. Sometimes it happens. Okay. We'll take that. Let's see. Nothing else, really. Alright, let me just do a quick station check, see if there's anything we could utilize. Also come back eventually. This station's done. There's nothing there anymore, so there's no need to have it. $23 logs. We must not have anything from Portland. And I don't think so, no. Well, let's fix that, shall we? So we got that. Is there any other combination areas we can make it to? We can't extend Albany. I can already tell you that right now. No. Let's see. Does Atlanta have a lumber mill? And no. Aha, bingo. Send the one to Montgomery and stop and drop it off at Philly. Okay. See if there's anything else nearby that we can send it to. Let's see. Ottawa has both. And let's see. Looking for areas that has two. I know Buffalo has one. Yep, Buffalo has both. I know we just electrified the track in Syracuse, so we're good there. Okay. Yep, that's right. We were going to do that. Alright, let me pause the game for a minute. Logs will make it work out themselves out there. Very lucrative. I knew you would end up being there. What else is new? They don't really demand goods. That sucks. All right, never mind. I'm not gonna try it. Unfortunately. All right, that one's doing fine. All right, let's see. You're still struggling. I think it's just because there's too much traffic over here. That is what it is. Let's see. Don't see anything down here as we move south. A lot of bauxite, but there's not really... Well, we could do one more. Help the one in Washington out. Where did I see a lot? Ah, here we go. Alright, we're gonna do it. Help the one in Washington out a little bit here. I don't know what steel mill to send it to, though. That's the thing. There's one in Miami, I know for a fact, but it's all the way south. Therein lies the problem. I think the steel mill I want to send it to... Actually, that might be the one we do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to upgrade this station over here. Not for nothing. That may have been a mistake, but so be it. And we'll see. send it to the one in Washington here. Give it some assistance. And then send the autos to nearby Pittsburgh? Sure. And then we'll send... the steel over to nearby Raleigh, I guess. And we'll send them to you. Alright. I thought we were sending them to Raleigh, but I guess not. Norfolk. Better idea. Okay, so that handles that. So now we need somewhere to get rubber from. That's a really good question that I don't know the answer to just yet. No. No. Uh-oh. Myrtle Beach, maybe? It's gonna have to be Myrtle Beach, I think. I can't get this port over here for obvious reasons. Well, maybe we can, actually. Okay, we can. Somehow. I don't know how we did it, but somehow we did. Oh, man. That's funny. So, Norfolk Place, Philly. Washington. And we'll send them to New York. Oh, it would have been funny if we had the well, that's true. And then we'll do this, but send it to Harrisburg. You know where I'm going with this, right? Yep. Done. Alright, continuing our quick tour here. I'm just going to casually ignore all the bauxite and rubber that's stored over there. It's kind of funny that it's all in the Bahamas, but I have no easy way of getting it over. Just kind of a shame. How does Mobile have like 12 autos, but nobody's doing anything with it? Okay, that makes sense. Not really. We have a cotton plant that needs to be exploited a little bit. We have an auto plant in New Orleans now. Okay. So we'll do something with that. I think we have to draw on a new one. We do. So this one gets the call. This is going to be a long hike, but I'm going to send it to the one in Miami. It's really the only one that I could think of that hasn't really... Let's see, this one will not go there. Let's say the intermediary will be Sault Ste. Marie. And Long Lac. Okay. What about, let's let's see. Knoxville's out of coal. Wow, that's unusual. We got a train going there. Dare I say this, we may have to take a new source of coal. Yeah. Okay, I guess we're taking a new source here. Let's see. There we go. And finally, as long as the Bahamas demand autos, this should work. Oh, wrong. Okay, we're good. There. Take advantage of some of that huge rubber demand, okay? I don't know why we were messing around with it. For real. Do one more grain train over here. Make it worth our while. Let's see, I don't see too much of anything else. I know we have a huge bauxite supply. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Yeah, I know. I think we're looking good as far as I can tell. Let's see. Oh, we need to do that. I don't know why I didn't do that. I think this will work. Nope. Yes, okay. So we got that set up. Almost ready to go. We're getting close. Yeah, we can do another one. Sure. More cars. Which one? Mexico City. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see. It's going to have to be either... Oh, we can do San Luis Potosi. It's a little flatter. More readily available. This will work. All right. So that takes care of that. We have way too much cotton coming over here. Oh man, and not enough places to send it to. This is insanity. Oh, now we have a new steel mill near the West Coast. Okay, I appreciate that, but it's... Oh, first off, it's in the worst position imaginable. Second off, give me this. Oh, that's just rude. Alright, hold on. Top of that, this is most likely going to come from Las Vegas in that direction. So okay, there we go. We have access to it now. It's kind of a roundabout way of doing it. Sure, we can set up another one. 12. New to one in San Francisco. Okay. We'll also hit up the cotton here, too. We do demand autos over there, so... This is going to have to come from San Francisco, I believe. Uh-oh, wait a minute now. Okay, I see now. Actually, I've been making this mistake the whole time. Yeah. Just in case. I'd rather have the cars, but just in case we don't have them. There you go. Now you have something to ship. Silly me. And I'll just send it to Mexicali. I don't even care. Alright, there we go. Anything else? Oh, we have a gravel pit out there too now. What the heck? Is there anything Las Vegas doesn't have? I must have created that too good of a city there. Alright. Somehow we're coming up on 500 trains. That's nuts. It's madness, I tell you. Madness. Alright, I promise we're almost done here. Alright, let's see. Anything else? I can do one more to Vancouver. So I look over here, we got chemicals, but not really. Or we can really send them to, I don't know. Yeah, we could send them over there, I guess. Is there a fertilizer plant nearby, or do I have to go all the way to... Yep. Okay, anything else? I know we got a lot over here. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Alright, I think we're good. Let's pick up where we left off. Well, I mean, we could do a couple more things here. Ah, we don't have access to that. This'll work. Oh, God. Here we go again. Okay, I'd rather it hit now than, say, towards the end of the game. But these things have been absolutely debilitating. And so we're going to have to build as many trains as we can here. So now that's going to cause a huge strategy change because eventually now going to happen is we're going to now start losing money here. Hand over fist. I don't like that, but here we are. I can't bear the thought of it, man. Actually. There we go. If we have all three there, I don't see why we can't send it to them. There we go. 3 for 1 special right there. Yeah, the higher maintenance costs just cause all sorts of trouble. You know I don't like it, but here we are. Alright. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on things for right now. We should be okay, but you never know with this game. It can be... things can turn on a dime. I do not like that thought, but here we are. Speaking of which... another one over here. Okay. Like I said, I will hold out for as long as I can, but this is going to get really messy. You can already see we're losing hand over fist. That 30% increase is just killing us. Alright, hold on. There's one more thing I want to do. Get our trains while we can, because eventually we're going to start losing it. So I'm kind of glad I did this. Otherwise, we're going to lose everything. Alright. Last call. Yep, now we're going to start losing trains permanently. Oh dear. Well, at least buy that. And now watch what it's going to do to our profits. Yep, goodbye dividend. And goodbye profits as they go sinking into the ground. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts. Ow. My spleen. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but you get the idea, essentially. So I'm just going to sit here, maybe buy some industries up here. Let's see. See if a couple things are looking good. Aha, I knew you would come up to speed eventually, and you have. Wonderful. That's what I was hoping for. Now, we can get money here, but eventually it's going to start turning into a mess. So, I guess for right now... Not like we haven't seen this before, so I'm just gonna let the game play through. We don't really have any money to do anything. That's a real crying shame. No, seriously. Now we're getting robbed. Oh boy. My favorite. Oh, okay, that was quick. Whew. So glad they resolved that pretty quickly. Okay, so crisis averted. Seriously, was getting concerned there for a minute. Like, oh no, here we go. Alright. Starting to get the sense, too, that there's not much more I could do. Okay, we're finally back into the green. So I'm going to give it a whole year. Everything... Aha, there we go. I don't know why I just hit no on that one. Oops. It's alright. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's an E111. Alright. Okay. Look at that. We're back just like that. I love it. I love it. Alright, alright. We gotta have our dividend back. Give me 50 cents. Not the wrapper. I meant the actual, 50 cent. Never mind. I am such a tease. Anyways. I don't think there's anything else. Alright. Alright, so I think we're doing good for the most part here. I think I'm going to call it for right now. But we're getting oh so close to the end here. Oh, I'll take that. Give me that. Hold on, let me just make sure our auto plants are... Oh, there we go. Okay, I was wondering if they would be or not, and I found my answer. I need to have these auto plants. If I start buying them, then that means they're doing good. Okay. You're probably there. I'm calling it. Same with you. I mean, they're not making much money now, but they will soon. That's the key. Alright, so we're doing great here. So, I think at this point, the only thing we can do now is keep plugging away, and eventually we'll see where this leads us. Maybe we make plenty of money here, maybe we don't. I don't know. And it's as good. Anyone's guess is as good as mine. Alright, so I think we're getting pretty close to the end is what I'm starting to get at. So I think from here... Well, first off, let me buy these up. There we go. Is there anything on the west coast we could buy up? Alright, not entirely, I guess. Actually, let me see if I can expand Reno real quick. Oh yeah, we can. Actually, go grab the roundhouse and the warehouse too. Alright, one more train and we're good. Okay, just Reno demand paper. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Sure, why not? That wasn't what I was going to do, but here we are. Okay. And we have a second port in San Francisco. Maybe that'll get some stuff. Alright. Jeez, we have a lot of stuff over here. Salt Lake City is bauxite. Oh my goodness, everything's going mad here. So I think the point I'm trying to make here is that we're getting very close to the end. So... I'm going to say 2 more episodes, and we're just about done here, so that's going to do it for me. You know what buttons to hit, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.